Hey guys, today we'll be working on a 2013 Volkswagen Golf R. We're gonna be doing a full exhaust. The exhaust that's in the car right now is a 42DD and it's all rusted. So we're gonna do eBay exhaust. What we're gonna do is we're gonna paint it. Owner decided to go with this because it's a lot cheaper, it's 500 bucks. And we're gonna put anti-seize paint so it won't rust over time. The other exhaust in the car has around 2 years and it's completely rusted out. So I'll show you guys how to do that right now. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove mid-pipe back. After that, in order to get the bolt out of the turbo, we're gonna have to remove the drive shaft. So first we're gonna remove the mid-pipe and then we're gonna work. Let me see if I can move you guys up there. We're gonna move the bolt on the drive shaft up there. Okay, so here is one of the parts that the exhaust is completely rusted out from. So the whole back part of the, pretty much the cat back, is completely rusted out on all of the flanges and on the welds itself, which is pretty bad for a 3-year exhaust. Look at that. It's just completely destroyed. So we're gonna remove this mid-pipe and then we'll work on the drive shaft and remove the downpipe. Okay, so after struggling trying to take out these bolts from the downpipe, which are rusted out, we decided to just cut it off. The bolt, the bolt on the bolt on the drive shaft, it's a 12.10 millimeter. Do not try to use a regular 10 because you will mess it up and you won't be able to take that out. And there's, I believe there's 3 of them. Take those 3 out, pull this back, and we're able to, we'll move it to the side, and then we're able to take out the bolt 17 millimeter nuts out of the turbo, remove the 22 millimeter O2, and then we should be able to take this out and put in the new one. Okay, so next step, once you finish taking out the bolts from the drive shaft, come over here so you can take out the bolts from the downpipe easier. Come over here, remove this flap from here, remove the battery, and I'll show you how to get to the bolts from here. Okay, next thing you want to do, get a 10 millimeter. There's 1, 2, 3 bolts right there. Remove those and get this plastic cover from the battery tray out of the way. Okay, so what you want to do is you gotta get a 17 millimeter socket, a really long extension, and from here go on to the 2 bolts on the turbo, the ones closest to the motor. Those are the hardest ones to get out. Take those out first because you won't be able to take those out from underneath. Take those out first and then you can remove the 2 last ones from underneath. So the next struggle is taking out the O2 sensor, which, since you saw the exhaust, it's maybe a 42DD quality. So we're struggling with this. Step on it. We're about to soak it with some jizz. Yeah, definitely made something. Yeah, it's not coming out. And we'll update you once we put in the new exhaust. So what we did, so the eBay exhaust is not as bad. We coated it with ceramic coating. That's what it's called. Heater paint, silica ceramic coating. And then we're putting anti-rust on the weld, so you know it'll hold for a little longer. Hopefully it helps out. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some PB blaster in the old downpipe O2 sensor. I'm gonna install the new exhaust and then worry about the O2 sensors later. Okay, so here's a better shot of where the bolts are on the turbo. This is going from the battery side, so right now I'm tightening them up, the last 2 from the motor, and then I'm going under the car and I'm tightening the 2 from the back. And after that, the downpipe should be installed, and then we go on to the mid-pipe and cat back. Okay, so downpipe is in, the bushings are on. What you want to do next is find the holes for the drive shaft, put it back in place, and just push it in. Let me see if I can do it. I'm gonna take you guys underneath over here so you can see better. I'm sorry, I know moving shots are annoying, but it's easier to see right here where the drive shaft is. So if you push it back, it just pulls out. You see? So you gotta find the center of it, and where the bolts go, and just slide it in. Put the 3 bolts, tighten them up, hook up the torque spec. Okay, now to put the middle part of the drive shaft back on. There were just 2 bolts in here that hold the drive shaft and the metal cover, and then there's 4 little bolts on the side. So the coverage right here. So what I'm gonna do is line it up. There's 2 little clips that go on here. One here, and one on the other side. I just push this up, and you can see the holes right there. Put those back in there, tighten them up, and then you're ready to put the mid pipe and the cat back. Okay, so the exhaust is now fully installed. You see it looks white because of the ceramic paint, but everything is V-banded, so it was an easy install. Just the hardest part on this exhaust was the mid pipe, because they don't give you a specific shape. It has like one bend, but you have to play around with it in order for the rest of the exhaust to work properly. Well, pretty much this is done. All I gotta do next is still remove the O2 sensors from the mid pipe and the down pipe. Don't forget to put in your gasket on the down pipe. You don't need a gasket for the rest because it's V-banded. Over here, don't forget to put your battery tray back on, the 3 bolts. I'll put in the battery, heat shield, and that's it. Wrap it up. Next little clip I'm gonna show you guys is the first startup and how it sounds. Here's the first startup. Nothing crazy, you know, not too loud. That little rattle is because this exhaust didn't have a mounting point over here. Let me see if I can take you guys down. It was missing, but everything else was good. Stage 2 plus APR. Finally, there's no leaks in the exhaust. Before, with the leak in the exhaust, it would spit flames out the downpipe because there's a hole there.